Hello everyone, my name is Boris Velakon and now I will show you today how actually we placing the fabrics on the mounting tray. It's very important because there is a lot of different kinds of fabrics that you can find on the market, and we actually don't know which is one our customer will use. So I will show you a few interesting cases. The first, the most important thing is actually to take the fabric in a proper size. So for example, if you see this one, it's pretty big, but it's not big enough. We need that our fabric will be 500 millimeters for 400 millimeters at least. So we will take the proper size fabric. You will see that I have enough place to stretch it out on a tray, and I will show you how. We will take out the frame, put it down, place the fabric on a mounting tray, and place the frame back. So now you will see why I need those leftovers of the fabrics to make it much more stretchable. That is it. The stretchiness, it's very important in terms of Z-start accuracy. So how you stretch it? You take on both sizes the fabric and a bit stretch it one against another. Now you can see that the fabrics placed completely flat on a mounting tray. In order to insert the leftovers of the fabric in a space between the machine and the tray, you will need this plastic tool that you will have in each of the kits. So you take it like this and place it into the space that you have. This is the final result that you should have. The most important things is actually to be sure that no any leftovers coming out from the space between the machine and the mounting tray. What I want to show now it's actually how we placing different fabric, much more stretchable fabric on the same tray. Let's see. So the difficulties with the stretchable fabric, it's not to stretch too much because maybe it will look like okay before you starting the print, but see what happened when I take it the frame out. The fabric it's actually stretch it back. It's very problematic for the final results. So you have to stretch it, but not too much. Like this. First, to be sure that every side it's actually stretched, but not too much. You can take your fingers around the frame just to feel out with your fingers that every side is stretched enough. And now you see we want to place this kind of fabric and want to print on it. It's very simple fabric. It's 100% cotton, but it actually not flat. So you see, even I will stretch it enough, and actually from the both sizes you can see that the surface are not flat enough. It's very problematic to print on. So in this case you cannot use this kind of fabric. You should iron it before or take it another one which is flat. Another case, I will show you what happened actually when we want to print on fabric that has his own texture on. You see that the fabric has its own texture. This is the nature of this kind of fabric. We don't want to change it. If we will stretch it too much, the fabric will lose its own texture, which is important, maybe important for the customer. So this is not okay. It should look like in a natural way. So in this case, the stretch will be a bit, just to be sure that the fabric places okay. Checking with the fingers, it seems very flat, and this is the final result. In this case, our customer wants to print some general leather, like this. You see, it has two sides, and customer wants to print on this side. So I will show you how actually to manage the placing of the leather on the mounting tray. Apply extra power to place the frame on his place. In this case, when we using leather, it's not trivial. So you have to be sure that the frame placed on a proper place, and the way to ensure it's actually understand that the frame it's under the highest position of the fabric itself. The stretchiness of the fabric, it's actually not easy to do, but it's possible. You see, I apply a lot of power to stretch every corner. In case of leather, which is hard material and thick material, maybe you will need to cut some of the leftovers after the stretching, in order to make it. Before you start to calibrate, you have to be sure that everything is mounting okay and no leftovers over the tray.